right, what time? Oh, yeah, I got a tea time in 30 minutes, so I got to knock these emails out and get to the golf course, or I'm going to be late for my tea time. Just 5 more minutes, and then I'll get out of here. So, is this you? Are you in the office, work in an office, and you go from the office to the golf course? If you are, chances are you might not be sitting quite like this, but at times of the day, it's probably something like this. Even if you have a desk up here, you're probably not ideal when it comes to your posture. So how do you expect to go from this kind of position to this kind of position in basically from there to the car to the golf course? It's not going to happen. So I'm going to give you some strategies today that are really going to help you. If you're dealing with pain, struggling with mobility, and you're in an office and you basically just have to go to the golf course and you don't have a lot of time, here's how you can maximize your day while you're at your desk so that you can actually not feel like a piece of plywood hopping out of your car and going to the first tee. So here's how we can actually stay a little bit more mobile through the day so that your first 3 holes aren't a train wreck because you're just trying to loosen up, okay? Same thing goes if you're using your phone. I'll give you some tips for that as well when you're sitting. So typically, most people are going to work at a desk, all right? So desk is going to be here. Your screen should be somewhat eye level. So if you're having to look down at your screen, that's going to put a lot of stress on the back of your neck and it's going to throw your head forward. When your head is thrown forward of your shoulders, it's going to force these muscles up here, your upper traps, to tighten up. So if your ears don't fall over your shoulder and they're forward of your shoulder, for every inch that you go forward, you're going to add a lot more stress to the muscles of the upper back and shoulders, which is going to tighten your neck, which is going to limit your ability to turn your shoulders. So think about this. When you're sitting at your desk, okay, we're going to get your butt back in the seat, get your chest up. Now, when I say chest up, I do not mean shoulders back. Most people, when they're saying they're trying to fix their posture, they go, oh, shoulders back. That is a killer for your posture because shoulders back often means you're going to actually throw the front of your shoulder. People try and do this, and their arms get pulled back, but their head actually stays forward, which is going to be even what's going to make your head go forward even more. It's going to put more stress on those upper traps and back of the neck. Here is the secret, okay, in fixing your posture. You can imagine one of 2 things. If you like puppets, imagine you're a puppet, okay? There's a string at the top of your head that you're hanging from. So someone, the puppet master, is pulling on the top of your head to bring your head up here. Or if you're into plungers, imagine there's a plunger stuck onto the top of your head, all right? So if your toilet gets stuck all the time and you're trying to plunge that toilet, just plunge, stick that plunge on the top of your head and pull it towards the top of the sky. So head up. When your head goes up, your chin should not go up. The chin stays level, all right? I can't say this enough. This is one of the hugest keys to mastering your posture. If you can master your posture, it's going to take the stress off your muscles because they're not going to be trying to pull your body back into alignment. So get your head up, okay? So puppet, stringer, plunger, up, up, up. Then we're going to create some space in the neck, which is what we want. Chin is neutral. Now, once we're in that posture, now this is when you set your desk up, okay? So bring the desk height up. If you've got a sit, stand desk, do what you got to do. If you want to sit, you can sit, but this should be eye level when you're in a good posture, okay? That is the key. Set your posture first, then set your desk height. Butt back in the chair, head up. When I bring my head up, automatically the chest lifts up, all right? So that's step number 1. Get set up while you're in a good posture so that you can work at your desk and your computer. Now, about every hour or so, okay, you're going to start to succumb to the effects of gravity, which just means you're eventually just going to do this. That's pretty normal, okay? So about every hour, you can set an alarm on your phone, do what you got to do, but at the top of every hour, okay, take a break, get away from the sitting, okay? Look away from the computer, and you can stay sitting if you want to, and just take your hands like this, reach them up to the sky. Get as tall as you can. Again, head up tall, hands over the head. Big breath in, get as tall as you can through the upper body, and then breathe out. Push those hands to the sky. And then all I'm going to do is keep my hands over my head, you can do this a few times and just reach back, stretch as long as you can. And initially, your arms might only get to here, okay? They should get behind your head, okay? So if you're stuck here, we want to get them further back, all right? So try and get those arms further back, open the chest up. About 4 or 5 deep breaths is going to be plenty to open up the shoulders and the lats, okay? Now, if you're liking this, if this makes sense to you, like this content, give us a subscribe and a like. It helps us out so much, all right? Next exercise, imagine you got a golfer's grip. We'll make it like a golfer's grip here. Take your golfer's grip like that. Your knuckles are going to go on the sides of your heads, your temples, and we're going to press your elbows together like this. Again, head tall, not here, here. So again, head is here, and we're going to pull those elbows back as far as you can. So you should feel the upper back and shoulders squeezing together, and then I'm going to press the elbows together and then pull apart. Press and pull, press and pull apart, press and pull apart, okay? Just about 6 to 8 times. Hold that squeeze at the end. You can feel the chest open up. You'll feel those muscles squeeze across the upper back and shoulder blades. So we're activating those muscles across your upper back, which get loose and weak as, limp spaghetti noodles when you're like this. But when we do this, we're actually reinforcing those muscles to engage and turn on again. So hold this end range until you feel those muscles start to, tremble a little bit. Make them work. And then after about 5 or 6 of those, you should feel like, oh, okay, I kind of reset things. Okay, every hour, a couple hours, doing one of those 2 drills, that one or this one, is really going to help you. Other option, again, give you 3 options. So every hour, you've got something that you can do. Just stand beside your desk, okay? Nobody's going to think too much. You're just like, oh, I'm out for a little stretch. Just going to get things moving. Put one foot up on the chair. Make sure your other foot is down straight. So we're going to open up this hip flexor a little bit. Straighten this leg. Squeeze your butt cheek. If you don't know if it's squeezed, give it a little punch. Make sure you feel it squeeze. Then you're going to actually open this hip flexor up. Again, reach both arms up over the head, and we're going to side bend, okay? So in golf, we need to side bend. So that's this motion in golf, which looks like you coming into impact and staying in your posture. Ever wonder why you early extend? It's probably because you don't have a lot of good side bend. So when we're side bending, okay, I'm nice and tall through this leg, arms up, I'm going to side bend. Push your arms up. Do not let the elbows bend. Push them away from your head. Feel a huge stretch down my entire side. Breathe into it. Come back up to the top. Find that end range. Push the hands away from you. Stay again. Head tall, chest up. Again, 3 to 5 of those on each side is going to do it for you. All right? And when you're sitting, if you're on your phone, here's the bonus tip. All right? I see so many people. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna stay texting here a little longer. And they wonder why their back hurts, their neck hurts. Like, just look at my profile here. Like, this sucks really, really bad. I don't know how you could live like this. So here is your help. Here's your pro tip. Get in your posture. You don't have to have your back up here like this. So you don't have to be super stiff, but just get your butt back, okay? Now think athletic. I'm gonna put my butt back. I'm gonna get here. So I'm in basically the bottom of the squat position. But I got a chair holding me up, and I got my elbows here, right? So I can actually stay in a good posture, shoulders down, and I can look at my phone, do my text and stuff like this, and actually be in a decent posture with a good hip hinge. And then, if I'm going to the golf course, I'm basically there, right? You're setting a much better posture. Then it's just like, I'm just going to relax and, oh yeah, get into some of my, this happens more often than not. So if you want to play good golf, all right, start thinking about how you sit throughout the day, because you're sitting a lot of the day. So if you're sitting like crap, your posture's probably going to be crap, and your golf might not be so good either. So hope you enjoy those tips, guys. I loved sharing them with you, and I will see you next time.